another one. So, believe it or not, this year will mark 9 years of Noble, MC Noble, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely crazy. So 9 years since I started MCing, sort of tackling this music journey. What a crazy milestone. We're 1 year away from being 10 years. Like, I can't believe that. 9 years is like such a long time. In 9 years, like, a whole child develops and starts school and learns to walk and talk, and wow. Big ups to DJ Lucky. What you saying? So yeah, this year we are 9 years old, sort of music related, which is crazy. I can't believe it personally, crazy. Where has 9 years gone? That's what I want to know. And look how much has changed in 9 years as well. So, what am I going to do to celebrate 9 years? Well, I damn definitely want to do something. I was going to do something last year, but I just got so busy that I never got round or never got time to doing something for it. Originally, I was going to do an event that was sort of like this time last year, that was in my mind, and then there was quite a few people that were kind of up for it, and then I got told, like, well, do something at 10 years instead, do something big at 10 years like that. And I thought, all right, so maybe we could sort of get some form of maybe like a live stream or something going, and then like this year, just obviously, last year, like I say, I just got busy, and then things just never happened. And I think this year we want to do something to celebrate the fact that, hey, look, it's 9 years. So I think we'll definitely do some form of a stream. We'll do something, sort of late July, early August time, hopefully. Whether we do a night in like Pirate Studios and a few DJs just come down and we have a mix or something. We shall see. It'll be really good. The last 10 years have flown by. Do you know what? They really have. And this year marks 9 years of me, like, in the music scene kind of thing. But this year marks 10 years since I left school, which is, that is like such a crazy thing. And it doesn't seem like 5 minutes ago I was actually at school. So, little update for you. I'll be able to start DJing by the end of the month. Wicked. Good on you, man. Never let your dreams stop you. That is a big one for me. So I say this year is 9 years in the music scene. Late 2013, early 2014, I got into DJing. It didn't last long because I was sadly picked on. I was sadly bullied for it. I gave it up. So I like to mention it, but I don't class it in like a part of my music journey because I wasn't really like obviously I was attempting it, I was enjoying it apart from getting bullied, but I wasn't really at that level where you could really call me a DJ. I just kind of had a controller at home. I was just playing a few bits of music, and you know what I mean? Why would they bully you for DJing of all things? It was crazy. I think like what a lot of it was, like a lot of it was jealousy. So like back then, people was like, because until that point I'd never really put myself sort of out there with anything. Just kind of always been around, but never really shown like, oh, this is what I really like. I've always had a passion for music, but I've nearly never gone out there online and said, look, this is my passion, this is the hobby I'm pursuing. Whereas, like people put posts up like, oh, just played a great football match kind of thing, and people know that person's into football. Whereas me, it was just kind of, chilled life, video games, just playing out, playing about. So I suppose when I started like DJing, and then when I started trying to push myself online, and there'd be people that didn't like it, and at the time it was cheesy, it was cringy. The DJ name I'd given myself, DJ Madhead, was just absolutely just, why did I even pick that name kind of thing. And it just targeted bullies. And I've been sadly bullied all my life, and even still to this day, people try and make remarks and try and talk down to me, and I obviously know how to take it a little bit more now, but back then, when I was just sort of leaving school, I was just still a little teenager, didn't really know what to do with my life, and had a lot to learn, took it to heart, like, I shouldn't do this hobby if people don't like me doing it, and got rid of everything. Went to college, but, I was bullied throughout school, and it was a pain. Think I need a new name. DJ Lucky Funker. To be fair, go whatever. The thing about it is, and this is like when you first start off DJing, in my experience, or what I think, the name doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you are just you. So whether I don't know whether you're called Tom, whether you're called Jason, you are you. At the end of the day, and I don't think, because you've got to learn, and you've got to start pushing yourself out there. And at the end of the day, names, are not an important thing, and until you start to sort of go sort of around the circuit. So when you're gigging out, when you're playing out, that's when people, when your name's going to be on like tons of flyers, that is the point where you need to think, right, what am I going to be called? But when you are just starting out, and you're like doing your first mixes, and you're just doing a few little things at home, and and putting a few bits online, it doesn't really matter. Like, you can be DJ Jason, or DJ Bob, or Bob the DJ, or like, it can be anything. At this point, for me, I just went DJ Ash Noble. I just went, because when I was MCing, it was MC Noble. So I thought, if I just go as DJ Noble, there's another guy up north who goes as DJ Noble. So I just used my name, and then, Ash Noble, and then that just kind of stuck. DJ Ash Noble. Because I wanted people to know, when it's Ash Noble, it's me. It's me it's that Noble. And then when it's just DJ Noble, it's the guy up north, So, yeah, I really don't want to go with my real name, as it looks horrible in print. Yeah, but I mean, like, for now, you can just go as, anything, and then literally, you can just use whatever name you want to use, and that wouldn't really matter. In all fairness, go with whatever you want to go with, just something. Do you know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, for somebody to hit a comment. But yeah, just go with whatever you want to go with. You like I say, for starting out, you can go with anything. So, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Like I say, I went with DJ Madhead, and I hated it. Like, at the time, I thought this is like the coolest thing ever. Like, yeah, I'm an absolute, you're a Madhead. And then I thought, let's change it to DJ Raver. How unique is DJ Raver? Do you know what I mean? But that's just the way it goes. It's just the way it lies, if you like. So I get you. Cheers for the advice. But yeah, but yeah, like I say, I gave up. I went to college, did something completely different at college I wasn't even interested in, and something has always called me back to music. And now look at me, you know. My day job is youth music. My weekends, not every weekend, granted, but a lot of weekends I get to go and DJ in clubs. I get to be a part of an amazing music scene. I get to own bits of DJ equipment, and I get to jump behind decks and play absolutely music that I love. And it's amazing. So keep going. Keep going. You are so... I don't know you. Sorry. We're getting a few numbers in today for YouTube. A little bit different, but we'll roll with it. Most definitely, we will roll with it. So going back to it, I don't always class when I was DJing Madhead, I don't class that as part of the journey, because it was such a short time in my life, and I don't feel like I was really giving it my all either. So I always go from 2015, where I sort of came back as MC Noble. Your pink neighbour. Don't know what you're on about. The thing is as well, DJ Lucky, you're always gonna do things that you regret. Always. So like you'll always look back at something you did like 5 years ago and think, why did I do that? And I've done it so many times as MC Noble, like why did I do that? Like as if I did that. And and the stuff now, when I did it at the time it was good. But like now I look back and I think, why did I do it? For example, like Scarborough Beach, that's a big one. But the truth is, I did it, and I can't get out of the fact that I did it. I stood there and spat lyrics about a Scarborough donkey, and people love it. People want me to spit it. People want me to do it all the time, but they can't. But I don't wanna. And that is kind of where it kind of like haunts me, if you like. That's where I kind of think, why did I do this? Why did I do that? But the truth is I did, and I can't get out of that. And some other things that I did not back in the day, but 5, 6, 7 years ago, when I was starting out, getting into all this MC and stuff. But for me, it's been a mad journey. It's been an absolutely incredible journey. I've done so many things that I'm grateful for. I've done a lot of things that a lot of people don't even know I've done, because they get so wrapped up in he's the guy off TikTok that they don't realise all this other stuff, that I've done all this other stuff, like going on to FM radio, broadcasting radio training, studio tracks, reggae tracks, DJing, music production, the labels I'm signed to. I've done so many crazy things, but people just see what I've done on TikTok and think that is it. I'm the guy from the shed. Even though I've not lived in the shed for nearly 6 years, people think I'm still, it's still the shed days. But there we go. Don't you want to change your name? I don't. My original DJ names, oh yeah, definitely. But you know, I'm glad I changed them. But the ones I've got now, I love them. You know, they're just me. You know, I am Ash Noble. I am DJ Ash Noble. Not pretending to be, you know, DJ Headbanger. Do you know? I'm me. Same with MC Noble. It's me. What can I say? So, but yeah, we've been on an incredible journey from you know, where it all started out, spitting lyrics in the bedroom, to you know, being able to go on stage. So absolutely crazy. So DJ Noble, me and my brother can make some jazz beats. Buzz in if you can. I've just launched a record label. Send them over. Grooving Sounds. Find us on Facebook. Send us whatever you've got over. You know, we've launched a record label. Well, I have, sort of on my own. Apart from like a guy's been like helping me design a website and stuff, but in terms of like taking all the tracks on board, all the releases, I've got a guy who does artwork, but you know, everything else is all managed and run by me. Like, you know. Oh yeah, that reminds me, when I do my first set, could you stick it on the station? Oh, definitely. I've actually, I don't know if you follow our record label's Facebook page, but I've just made an announcement on there that very soon we're going to be putting guest DJs to do some mixing. Um, so, what does it feel like to be famous? I'm not really famous, to be honest with you. I'm well known because I got blown up on TikTok by Reels. Um, in kind of like the music scene, in kind of like the rave scene, I'm known because I've had quite a lot of exposure from my good friend the Layman, who's a rave photographer, and I've gone to been fortunate to go to a lot of events with him. So I've met a lot of people, I've done a lot of networking, I've made friends with a lot of people, and I've been played at various gigs that the promoters have had me back like a second time, and we built like connections and stuff like that, and I've kind of built like a name for myself. So it's been a good thing, but I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm famous. Like I go to an event, I DJ at a rave or whatever it may be, and then like throughout the weekday, I just do normal things like normal people do. I get up and go to work, and then I come home and I chill out and watch telly, and go on my computer, and nothing really. I'm not signing record deals and walking the red carpet. Um, do you think I'm a good baseball player? I've never seen you play baseball. To be honest, I'm not a baseball fan. I'm not a sports fan. I don't rate sports apart from like motorsports, darts, and that is about it. I like motorbike racing. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can actually, unless I like. No, you can't. Oh yeah, you can see just there, but you might not be able to make it out. It's a motorbike racing calendar, so I'm into like motorbike racing, and then I'm in, like I say, I don't mind watching the darts. I'd rather play darts than watch it, but like I don't hate the darts, but say I'm good. All right. All right, you're a good baseball player. I mean, I'm gonna take your word for it. I'll take your word for it that you're a good baseball player. But prove me wrong, and I won't be happy because I've just bigged you up. So you better be a good baseball player. I want to see videos of you winning baseball games. So, I had a very interesting meeting today. Very interesting meeting. I can't say too much about it yet because I don't want to get my hopes up, but at the same time, I don't want to kind of say something that is not going to end up happening as well, and then kind of like bigging something up that doesn't happen. But essentially, I had a meeting today, all thanks to a friend of mine who kind of got me a meeting kind of relatively quickly, and essentially, cut a long story short, it's going to be really good if it does pull through, you know, if it goes my way. And something I've wanted for a very, very long time. And sometime last year I kind of got what I wanted, but not in so many ways. And what that was is a shit show, essentially. And you know, and there's gonna be good, like if it goes my way, there's gonna be some good to come out of it. And also, if it goes my way, there's gonna be not some nice things to say about certain things that have happened over the past few months that that ideally needs sort of it'll need airing online, because I think sometimes the way things and certain systems work are an absolute disgrace. And put it this way, people that are supposed to be there to help you, and you feel like you get zero help off them. You know, it's an absolute shit show, to be completely truthful with you. So it resolved in me seeking some advice off a friend and I kind of bargained a little bit more information than I thought I was actually going to get, that could turn out to be something actually really good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I will not be sorry when it does, you know, if it does happen, I will not be sorry when it does. And put it this way, I will be walking with a smile on my face. So like I say, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to jump the bargain. I don't want to jump the gun. But you know, sort of late summer last year, I was kind of saying the same things on stream. You know, something was coming in the pipeline, I couldn't say about it, and then it happened, and then I spoke about it. And this is like a similar thing. If anything, it's the same thing, but this one's gonna be this one's gonna be even more better. You know, if it goes my way, and I'm already looking forward. You know, they say like don't get overexcited, but I'm just looking forward to the future times. That this is gonna allow, and this is gonna be you know, allow me to, you know, to do kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to that hopefully coming to light. So it'll be good. But yeah, hopefully it does go well, and you know, there's gonna be an outcome. Like there is 100% going to be an outcome, so that is the good thing. But there's kind of like some extra, you sort of like what we're really hoping for. You know, is what is like the good thing, like the really really good thing. But like if what we're really hoping for doesn't go our way, there will still be a good outcome at some point, and that will be the good thing about it, you know. So yeah, let's may the good vibes continue, and let's take it from there. Pioneer in Canada. I don't really know what you mean by pioneer in Canada. What do you mean? What do you mean? I ain't heard that in ages. They run projects for DJs. Oh, right, I see. I 100% see. Before I forget, in case you're wondering, my first set will be, yes, Funky Soulful House. Good choice. Cannot knock your choice. Honestly, I love a bit of funky house. Although I'm always like doing a lot of like bounce music and harder music. Do not get me wrong. I love my funky house music and my classic house music. Um, the era of like the the early to late 2000s, like funky house on like late 90s into the late noughties, sort of Defected Records, Ministry of Sound, AM to PM, oh, Subliminal, loads of stuff. I was a big fan, really big fan. Tom Craft, Loneliness, Tom Novy, Your Body, Dave Armstrong, Make a Move, Make Your Move, Joey Negro, Make a Move on Me, Supermode, Tell Me Why, Abigail Bailey, Just Can't Get It. So many tracks I could mention. Alex Guardino, Destination Unknown, loads of great tracks. Yeah, the Andy Van remix. I've got it on vinyl. That is the crazy thing. It's in my vinyl collection somewhere. But I've got loads of funky house on vinyl that I'd love to do some funky house mixes, but I need to get a new head shell and needle, because the one I've got is just, not that good and doesn't work properly. I'd love to have a proper good vinyl mix. I need to get one. I put stuff off. Like I need to get stuff and I put stuff off, and yeah. Planning to get that one. Been buying vinyls over the past couple of months, mostly white. Yeah, white labels. I've got some good white labels. I've got a really good remix white label, and it's a remix of Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. It's sadly, I got a load of vinyls passed down to me from my stepdad, who was sadly no longer here. He gave me all of his vinyls when he had no room for them. And anyway, cut the story short, there's a white label Billie Jean. It's a banging tune. It's the Jacko remix or something. It's like a funky house remix of it. Sadly, because it's quite an old record, it's got a little bit, a bit dated. So it's not in the best condition. I'd love to get a new version of it. because it really is. It's got a really nice funky vibe to it, but it keeps a lot of the original elements of the original Billie Jean as well, which is like a really cool thing. You know, you can't beat vinyls. You know, there's people nowadays that play Spotify and they blast Bluetooth speakers, and you know, you can have all your music digitally, but then have you really got it? Because it's all on a file, it's all in a cloud that can get deleted, or if it's on Spotify, it's on an account that can get wiped, or you can get banned, or whatever happens. You know, whatever happens, you know, you have lost files upon files of music. Whereas if you have a vinyl record, or you have like a CD, and the CD scratches, the CD breaks, that one track has gone, or that album has gone, not your whole music collection. So all you've got to then do is go out there and re-buy the CD or re-buy the vinyl record. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas if you have a Spotify account, you know, and you pay premium, and then for whatever reason your Spotify goes down, but you rely on that source for music, that is all your music gone. Vinyls are mixed better, you know, because of the loud. Well, yeah, exactly. This is exactly it. It's what they say. It's true sound. That's what it is. It's true sound. It is literally true sound. That is why, you know, you can't beat like hearing proper true sound. Vinyls. Exactly. Should always keep backups. Always keep backups. You never know. You should always never rule out CDs, because the truth is, if you're at a DJ gig, you're at like a party, so you're doing like a wedding, or you're doing like a like a birthday party, or like a stag do, or whatever it may be, right? You could show up there. You could have the best technology. You could have everything. You could have this giant screen, and someone requests a track, and you can search that track, and then boom, you can instantly play that track. What a good feeling. What an absolutely amazing feeling, don't get me wrong. But then boom, the internet goes. Or boom, that piece of hardware has a moment, and whatever you're searching doesn't load, or whatever you're trying to play, the cloud won't play it, or for whatever reason you can't play that file, and then you think, fuck, what do I do here? What's my next move? Well, in my case, my next move would be, right, in that box down there, there's a couple of CDJs. Let's plug them in, and let's get some music playing again, or let's try and salvage the night. You know, And then when people say, "Oh, what was that DJ like you booked?" Oh, he was amazing. There was a little bit of a hiccup with his technology, but he had a backup and he knew how, and he saved the day, and he played these CDs and they had all these classics on them, and he kept the party going. Do you know what I'm saying? If you can turn up to a party, you can do a wedding, and you can be prepared, because although it might sound daft, but if you can think of every avenue of what if the power does go, or what if for whatever reason the internet decides that it's not going to load that cloud, or you turn up to a venue and they're like, "Oh, there's no signal here, by the way," and our internet's not working at the moment. What are you going to do if you don't have these tracks backed up? If you don't have them on CDs, or you don't have them on USB sticks, or you don't have somewhat, it just, in my opinion, it pays to be prepared, because it'll make you, for one, it'll make you look better, because you aren't then standing there like, what am I gonna do? And second of all, it salvages the night, and you can still carry on doing what you're doing. So yeah, get CDs. That's what I tend to do. I always bring backups. I always bring like wires that you can plug into your phones, or for any, because you never know. Like, someone could say they want a specific song playing and you don't have that song, and then if you do need to get on the web, you can. Or if you have that backup, like, oh, it's not on here, but I tell you what, I have got it on CD. So you're onto a bonus, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? A win-win. So, yeah. So there you go. Right, what? Oh. Got my hands on some. Oh, yes. I don't mind a bit of tech house. I don't mind tech house. Personally, prefer the classic house, but there's some alright tech house tunes. I like deep house, I like bass house. I like it all. I like it all. There's like stuff I prefer like to others, but as a whole, I do like it all, and I will listen to it all. But and that's the same with like drum and bass. Like, my go-to is Jump Up, but like, I like the Liquid. I can tolerate like the Future D&B. I can tolerate the chilled out D&B, and the more jungly D&B, and but I just like like I said, I just like the bounce sort of, not the bounce, the like the Jump Up. And same with like the with like bounce and donker. My go-to is, I love my kind of like, I guess you'd call it more like commercial and cheesy bounce. So I love like all the like remixes of like Pretty Green Eyes and all the club tunes. But like, I do also love and can tolerate like the kind of like the hard bass and the Spanish pokey and stuff like that. And that is obviously some that I love. And then like hardcore, my go-to is like the feel good UK, the happy tunes. But I do like the like the harder hardcore, like the Power Stomp, and the 170. So it's I love all kinds. You know, Again, like trance, I love my sort of like classic Kevin and Perry trance. But like, I'll tolerate like the kind of like psy trance, and like melodic trance, and whatever you're gonna, hard trance and stuff like that, but my go-to is like the Kevin and Perry. So yeah, I might spin it in a set because it does go well. Really, with another tune I recently got pressed. Give it a go, man. Honestly, just love music, enjoy music, grace music, be a part of music, and don't let any cunt bring you down. Literally. Because at the end of the day, who are them? Who are they to you? And who do they serve? Who, you know, what do they serve as a purpose in your life? Nothing. Small-minded people that, you know, are only here for a short space of time in your life, and if you let them bother you, or you let them worry you, like, you know, they'll be gone in no time. You know, like jealous people, they soon get drift and they soon go off somewhere else. Or I don't know, you know, you could be working somewhere and there's somebody at work you don't like. It's all, you know, it's not a permanent thing. There's someone at the moment I'm not too keen on. For some reason doesn't like me. I don't know why. But you know, it's little time, and and you know, they'll be gone. There'll be nothing in your life. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, don't let them grind you down. It's what I say. I don't know what you say. Riding, riding, riding around on my little white pony. Jeez. That song's gonna be stuck in my head, trust me. Anyway, I am going to cut from this because why not? So, yeah, 9 years. Make sure to like, comment, boom.